Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of Lone Wolf, the Magnakai series. And
hello.
Okay, yeah. Jumping in.
I'm
Karzie.
Karzie. I'm here.
Wow. Everyone's favorite, Karzie. Back again.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Alright, and we're here to play The Cauldron of Fear, the next book after Jungle of Horrors. So, let's get right into it. We are the warrior Lone Wolf, last of the Kai Masters of Summerland, and sole survivor of the massacre that destroyed your kinsmen during Sorry.
Wow, that was fast. Goodbye,
Many
story so far.
Shall I do a speed read? Many centuries have passed since
Yada yada. We hit our head on a tree. The king asked us to do a bunch of shit. Helghast suck.
Pretty much. So we got we're on the quest for the Lorestones. We went to the jungle, got trapped in a temple, a crystallized temple or something. We grabbed the Lorestone and then we flew away in a ship. And our mate Pedo, remember, or Pedo, I mean it's a really weird spelling, but he got captured at the end. So,
I still think they're gonna like Queen of Blades his ass.
Yeah.
Like we're gonna I feel like we're gonna find him in the future, and it's like that we're gonna turn to a part where it's like in the last book, if Pedro survived, turn to this page. If he died or got captured, got turned to this page. You know, and then we gotta fight like super zombie Pedro.
So a quick gist of the background stuff. The reason why we need these Lorestones is because the Dark Lords are having a civil war in Helghast, but we know as soon as they win, they're gonna turn their sights. As soon as someone wins, the winner's going to turn their sights back on Summerland, and we're going to have to be ready for them. So we did all that already. Blah, blah, blah. We went to the Khazanud. Blah, blah, Dark Lord Nog. Okay, here we go. So, right at the end of the last quest.
Oh, yeah.
Gotta read from
one
this
thing.
paragraph.
Oh, okay.
Okay, in Elzian, the capital of Desi, you were tutored in the histories of Magnamund and received lessons in lore that you would have learned from the Kai Masters if only they, like you, had survived the murderous Dark Lord attack on the Kai Monastery 11 years ago. But what they didn't have, and we did have, was a helpful tree branch that whacked us in the head and stopped us from getting killed. Remember, it bitch slapped us.
Yeah, that tree. That tree saved our life and ruined our day. And gave us a curse for fighting things against wood. Well, I mean, we almost lost to a door!
Yes, the fabled door. The door of destiny.
God, that was the strongest thing so far! It was this door!
Now, if the Dark Lords ever found out, they'll make their shields resemble a door, and they'll just like shield bash us with it. We'll die.
Oh my god, our weakness. Wooden doors!
Alright, we were eager to learn all that our tutor, Lord Grimoire, could teach you in preparation for the next stage of request. But grim news from the Darklands cut short your tuition. And in the Dark Lord city of Helghast, civil war erupted following your defeat of Hakan, Archer of the Black City. He's the guy with nukes. After 5 years, the battle for the throne of Helghast had finally been won by a Dark Lord called Gnarg. The other Dark Lords, now united behind this new leader, were ordered to amass huge armies in preparation for the conquest of Magnamund. So swiftly did their Giak legions grow in numbers, that the Elder Magi ceased their counseling and arranged for you to begin at once the search for the third Lorestone. Guided by Lord Pedo, a warrior magician of Desi, you set off on a perilous journey across the freelands of Telestria on your way to the jungle swamps of the Dunark. There, in the ancient temple that was once the Elder Magi's most sacred place of worship, you succeeded in discovering the object of your quest. However, during your escape from the Dunark, your guide Lord Pedo was captured by Dark Lord agents, and upon your return to Elzian, you learned the fearful news that the Dark Lords were now waging open war throughout Magnamund. Several lands, after brief but futile resistance, had been overrun completely by Dark Lord armies. Others had surrendered without fighting in the face of their determined might, and sadly there were others who chose to betray former friends and allies by joining the Dark Lord cause, in the misguided hope that they would share in the spoils of victory following the triumph of Dark Lord Gnarg. One such land was Vasagonia, a powerful desert realm to the north of Desi. Already her armies had invaded the neighbouring territories of Casion and Cloysia. and were preparing to march throughout the Republic of Inari in order to join Nog's horde, now advancing across the plain of Slovia. The thought of such an eventuality filled the Elder Magi with dread, for the Lorestone you must find next lies deep below the streets of Tahau, the capital of Inari, in an ancient city built during the dawn of Magnamund. If Tahau were to fall before your arrival, the chances of your completing your quest successfully would be slim indeed, even for a warrior of your renowned skill and daring.
You know, I'm really glad we always somehow know where these Lorestones are.
Yeah.
Like, we just have some type of like inkling feeling when we look at a map. It's like it's right there.
I think, in the last book it said something to the effect of, we're following in the footsteps of Sun Eagle. We're like kind of his reincarnated spirit, so we kind of have an inkling of where we're supposed to go, something like that. And plus we got wizards. So a wizard did it. There's your answer.
So someone went around, took these stones, and put them back in the places that that Sun Eagle found them.
Yeah. We said before, like, how why weren't they kept in the monastery under safekeeping of the Kai Masters? But okay, whatever.
They are too powerful when you put them together, so we had to split them apart.
And then flipping
it's like
Infinity
every
Stones.
anime. It's like Power Ranger coins. Only old kids are gonna remember the Power Ranger coins.
Okay, while preparations were being made for your journey, you learned that the Dark Lords had attacked and captured Ruanon, the southernmost province of your homeland of Sommerland. The news of this calamity shook your resolve and filled you with the desire to forego the journey to Tahau and return home without delay. The Elder Magi implored you not to abandon your quest, and you faced a difficult and crucial decision. Which should you honor? Your vow to complete the Magna Kai quest, or your oath of loyalty to your king, an oath which pledged your service in defense of the Sun Realm? Fortunately, the surprise arrival of an old friend was to decide the matter for you. Mage Master Banedon, envoy of the Brotherhood of the Crystal Star, the Magicians Guild of Sommerland, landed unexpectedly at Elzian aboard his flying ship Skyrider. He and his dwarven crew were warmly greeted, for Banedon, a frequent and favoured visitor to Deti, was highly respected by the Elder Magi for his mastery of new magic. 6 years had passed since you last met, and there was much you wished to discuss and reminisce about, but there was an urgent matter of duty to perform first. Banedon had been sent by King Ulnar of Sommerland to deliver into your hand a royal missive concerning your quest. The scroll, written and sealed by the king himself, ordered you to pursue the Magna Kai quest above all other duties. It ended with the words, "Sommerland has suffered a grievous defeat at Ruanon, but the will of the people is undaunted and the strength of our army undiminished. Boldly we will resist our enemies so long as there is hope of the rebirth of the Kai." Banedon informed you that the king had ordered that he and the sky ship be placed under your command. He also delivered the news that the king had bestowed upon you the rank of War Marshal of the Royal Estates. Proudly, you accepted from Banedon 2 platinum badges, each crafted in the shape of a blazing sun, and affixed them to the collar of your Kai tunic. They signified that you were now a general of the Sommerlanding army, the youngest general that had ever been. Got some snazzy, cool platinum badges. 2 of them? Not just 1, but 2? You can pawn off the other and get loads of crowns for it.
Would you really want, like, you know, some, like, alright, you're running a kingdom. This monk from nowhere does, like, you know, he does some amazing things. Like, he fulfills your quests, he does some amazing work. Would you really want to make him, like, a high-ranking general of the army? I mean, the army is kind of like a completely different, you know.
No, he can fight.
We're not like war heroes. I mean, we can fight, yeah, but I mean, is being a general just a strength test then?
I think so. It's got nothing to do with commanding, apparently.
Oh, okay, yeah. If it's a strength test, then yeah, we got that.
I guess that makes sense. In some respect, because probably everyone got decimated, so we're literally like the last pick. Like, oh, okay, who can fight? Oh, just Lone Wolf. Okay, you get to be general.
Lone Wolf is now Commander Wolf.
And we're no longer alone now. Now we're Pack Wolf. Finding back. Okay.
We have been Pack Wolf, especially lately. We always have like allies come with us, and then they usually die.
Kind of
but
taking out the load from Lone Wolf.
Pato, like he proved himself. He was good people. He could go far. He was like the only one that really could. Everyone else like died too easily.
Yeah. So the honor of the platinum amulets bestowed upon you lifted your spirits, and the news that Banedon would be joining your quest helped greatly to allay your fear of the dangers that lay ahead. See, there we go again. There's no longer Lone Wolf. It's Lone Wolf and Banedon. The Adventures of Lone Wolf and Banedon. For 2 years, Banedon had lived in
Banedon the wizard friend?
Yeah, we met him in the very first book.
Okay. Just making sure he's the wizard friend.
Yeah. For 2 years, Banedon had lived in Tahau as journey master to his guild. His knowledge of the city and of the Tahau Cauldron, the entrance to the ancient metropolis which lies buried deep beneath the city streets, would be especially useful. On the eve of your journey to Tahau, the Elder Magi convened a meeting of the High Council. A golden torch was lit and placed in the center of their great cylindrical council chamber as a symbol of their hopes and prayers for your success. This torch shall burn so long as you, Lone Wolf, pursue your destiny along the path of the Magnakai, said Lord Rimoa, Speaker of the High Council. Before the gathering of elders, you reaffirmed your vow to restore the Kai, and, as if kindled by a sudden gust of wind, the torch flared brightly, bathing in the chamber in its vivid golden glow. As one, the elders rose from their seats and intoned their blessing. May the gods Zashir and Kai protect you on your journey into darkness, Korskan. I don't know, I was trying to mimic like loads of people.
Wait a second. So, going back to this having command of a bunch of people thing, it just said something along the lines that our goal was to rebuild, of course, continue our quest, but to also rebuild the monastery.
Yeah.
Well, now we have a bunch of people we can order to build us a new monastery.
Oh, these magicians.
Or whoever we're taking command of. I'll take magicians.
What
magicians probably deal with the primo materials too.
Yeah, surely there's like some construction wizard. Got some kind of construction spell.
Just summon Lego building.
Yeah. No, just like get a bunch of. Obviously, you got to provide the materials, but then they just like bless the materials and they just like form themselves into a house. I don't know.
Oh, that'd be great. But it couldn't be a house. It has to be a monastery, and it has to be grand.
Yeah.
We got to come back big.
It's gonna be even better than before.
It will.
Yeah.
Bigger and better.
It's gonna have a pool table. It's gonna have a bar. It's gonna have a jacuzzi.
Oh yeah. Jacuzzi with a bar outside too.
Okay. So we're now gonna pick our new discipline for this book. Our sixth ability. So bearing in mind we still have the Circle of Light and the Circle of the Spirit to complete. If we want to complete Circle of Light, we need to get Animal Control. To get the Spirit, we'll need the Psi Surge, Psi Screen, Nexus, and Divination. I don't think we have any of those.
Yeah, that's a lot of shit.
So we don't have to get the Light Circle. I think we'll get by without those endurance points.
Where are we going again? Are we going to because Animal Control actually did seem like it would come in handy before. Like last book, it seemed like there was a lot of Animal Control. We were out in the wilderness. Are we going back out in the wilderness?
So we're going with Banedon. Or its flagship. So we're gonna be in the city streets. We're going beneath the city streets.
Okay. Let me see. I'm scrolling through Psi Surge. Or is that the one that makes you deduct 2 endurance points? Yeah, no, screw that one. By the way, I'm following along with
the online version.
Website link. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. No worries. So you can read.
So I was letting everybody know.
So
the people.
remember,
That's
Psi
why
Surge.
I'm like muttering.
Psi Surge isn't only needed for combat. There are some tech sections where you might need it.
You know what? I say let's go for Psi Screen.
Psi Screen, the defensive one. I actually quite like that one as well. I wanted one of the defensive, either Psi Screen or Divination. So Psi Screen it is. Happy with that.
Oh yeah, we don't have Divination. I totally forgot about that.
To be fair, Psi Screen's been coming up a bit more than Divination.
Yeah, it has. Yeah, let's stick with Psi Screen, but let's make sure to get Divination next, or we'll see whatever. Yeah, we'll figure something out.
Equipment page is yours to read.
Okay. Before leaving Desi on your journey to the city of Tahau, the Elder Magi gave you a map of the Republic of Adari and its surrounding lands, and a pouch of gold. To find out how much gold is in a pouch, pick a random number from a random number table and add 10 to what you picked. Okay.
Belt pouch.
We're still like super rich, aren't we?
We have 50 gold crowns, wallet, and storage. 156 gold crowns. Now, remember last time when we were supposed to grab the ring, and I totally took all the money that one time. I was just wondering, maybe I should keep quite a bit of money with us this time instead of depositing half. But I still want room to grab more gold crowns, so we'll keep 40 with us. But we'll deposit 10.
Okay.
Just in case, because we loaded to the brim. We can always grab more.
Yeah, if we burn some gold crowns, we can burn some gold crowns.
Oh shit!
We're sitting.
We still have those 6 bags of silver from the last.
Yes.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna put 5 of them in storage. We'll keep 1 sack of silver with us. Oh my god! I can't believe we're lugging around all that crap. Can you imagine fighting with like all these bags of silver on you?
They better have like dollar signs on those sacks.
Alright, carry on
or
from...
crown signs, I guess.
From the Elder Magi. Bring us equipment.
Add 10 to a number. You have successfully completed books, yada yada. The Elder Magi offers you to choose a choice of equipment to aid you on your perilous mission. You can take 5 items from the list below. Again, adding to these if necessary, any you may already possess. However, remember that you can carry a maximum of 2 weapons and 8 backpack items. So you're probably gonna want the quiver, because we always get the quiver.
I don't have room, so I have to discard an item. Remember, we're limited on special items now.
Oh.
So we already have 1, 2. Oh, we have 2 quivers already, so I don't think we need any more. But, okay, you know what? I want to put 1 quiver with 6 arrows in storage and grab another quiver with another 6 arrows.
Alright. Why not? That's smart. That's a good way of doing it. I mean, we got... You might as well put a rope in there, too, and grab a new rope.
We should actually read all the items first before we do anything.
Oh, I've already looked through them, and basically it's the same stuff. It's quiver, rope. There's a lantern. That's the new thing. But we got our sphere of fire thing. We don't need that lantern. Yeah, we can always take a potion of lamps for, Oh yeah, there's fire seeds. But we have like 2 more already.
Hang on, so I had a quiver with 6 arrows on me already. I deposited 1. And it's not letting me pick up this as a replacement. What kind of bullshit is this? I need to load up again.
What?
I think we somehow glitched it beforehand.
Oh my
And somehow
god.
had two quivers with us.
Your book, author. God. I mean, who do you blame in this? I guess the guy who programmed the game, but...
Yeah. Yeah, if I can have two quivers with me with 12 arrows, you know I'm going to do that.
Oh, yeah.
No, not 40. Sorry, we're depositing 10. Depositing 10. I need to redo the random number. Oh, it's 8 again? Huh.
Nice.
Deposit another. There we go. So, I've picked up the potion. I'm going to pick up the fire seeds again.
Oh, you are?
Yeah. So we've got 8 fire seeds now. They stack. The fire seeds stack, but the quiver doesn't.
We gotta remember that
only holds 6 arrows. Like, honestly.
Yeah! This is a tiny quiver.
Like,
I mean, then again,
Lord
I don't have
Farquaad's
much
quiver?
experience with quivers. I mean...
Unless they're like giant ass arrows. Like the type of Orcus that shoots Boromir. Like that huge flipping crossbow.
Oh, maybe. Maybe we're packing some serious heat.
Alright, I'm gonna take a meal. I don't think there's anything else good to take. I've already still got my rope. I'll just take another meal.
Yeah, that's why I was like, deposit a rope and just grab a new one, I guess.
Alright, might as well try that. We already have ropes in storage as well. We've already got another rope in storage. We've got one.
Okay, then forget
2.
it.
How many more? Okay, we've got 2 ropes in storage already. I'm gonna take the meals.
What book number is this? We got so much stuff. This must have been a nightmare for people to juggle on pen and paper.
Yeah. Okay. Moving on to next. Rules for combat. Skip that. Levels of Magnikai training. So right now our rank is Principalin, which is 6th rank. Oh, forgot to get an extra ability. Weapon skill. So we have Spear, Short Sword, Warhammer, Axe, and Quarterstaff. Honestly, at this point, it doesn't matter. Whatever you pick, I'll just do that.
I've been playing a game lately, and I just got a quarterstaff in there. So let's just stick to the theme of the week. Yeah, I guess.
Okay, so improved disciplines. Primate we got already. 2 did. Principalin, these are the new abilities. So animal control. Principalins with this skill are able to call on a woodland animal, if nearby, to aid them, either in combat or to act as a messenger or a guide. The number of animals that can be summoned increases as a Kai Master rises in rank.
I wish we knew that before we chose our thing. That would have been nice that the book to have mentioned that. Been like, hey, yeah, you get a little familiar thing if you pick this skill now.
It's not Pokemon. We can't catch it forever. We're more going to be like a Pokemon Ranger. You know, remember those guys?
We could just talk to it.
So invisibility as a Principalin, they're able to mask any sounds made by their movements while using the skill. Hunt Mastery. Principalins with this Magnikai discipline are able to intensify their eyesight at will, giving them telescopic vision.
Oh, wow.
Psi Surge. Principalins using this skill in combat are able to confuse an enemy by planting seeds of doubt in its mind. The effectiveness of this ability increases as a Kai Master rises in rank. And finally is Nexus. Principalins with this ability can extinguish fires by force of will alone. The size of the fire and number that can be extinguished using Nexus increases as a Kai Master rises in rank. Yeah, firefighters, eat your heart out. We got Nexus. Well, I mean, we don't have Nexus, but we could have Nexus.
walk up to that fire and say no. It's just gone. Fire's just like, okay, I guess we obey. This really powerful dude told us.
Right, so we're gonna
Assuming fire isn't us.
Begin our adventure. What? Too many special items? Come on.
Inventory management. Nightmare in any game.
Oh, wait, no, the maps are... Oh, Denog Swamp. The map. The last map, we need to deposit that, don't we? No? What else? Oh, come on.
Oh, God.
I have to remember to cut this bit out as well. Map of the Stormlands. Wait, no, that's starred. I want to keep the Grey Crystal Ring. I know it's going to come in handy. The Fire Seeds, I don't think we need those anymore. Deposit all the Fire Seeds. Okay. Hopefully we don't have to discard a special item to pick up any good new ones.
Yeah,
we're forced to do it.
I mean, we didn't have to last book, did we? I don't think so.
Well, we didn't come across any new special items last book.
Yeah, we did. The ring.
The
ring we
the ring
bought.
counts towards the limit. Okay, the
Oh,
ring.
okay.
At least I hope the book does that for us.
It's a pinky ring. You have room.
We can wear it around your neck like bro.
Yeah, it could.
Let's start number
Stick it on your
21.
toe. Alright, who's doing this?
Do you want to do it?
Sure. A full moon lights the sky above Elzion. On the evening, you begin your journey to Tahao. Its ashen rays glimmer along the polished wood outridges that run the length of the hull of the Skyrider and illuminate the crystal star ensign. Ensign? Yeah. And the ensign? Emblem.
Star Trek.
And the summer landing flag as it flutters proudly from the mizzen mast. Elders of the High Council have gathered on the roof of their council chamber, and you and Banedon climb the boarding ladder to the skyship. You pause to return their farewell salute. Boshun Norslam, a senior member of Banedon's crew, dwarves, welcomes you and is captain aboard. Surveying the craft, you notice that the Skyrider has changed very little since you were last aboard her, and you sail the desert skies of Vasagonia in search of the Book of the Magnikai. The crew remembered that voyage fondly and are just proud of the part they played in the success of that perilous mission. What? Oh, the crew remember that voyage fondly. Derp. Something in my brain just wasn't working.
Here's one.
Take the helm, bosun. Set the course for Navsari, commands Banedon as he leads you across the busy deck to his cabin at the prow. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Go on.
No. His voice will sure change.
Oh, yeah. They're gonna change.
I mean, lots of the voices have changed. It's been so long.
Oh, yeah. I've tried my best to keep in mind Lone Wolf's voice, though. The best.
Gelling one.
Yep.
Okay.
Swiftly, the lights of Elzia vanish as the Skyrider speeds into the night. A mile below, the jungle of Desi and the barren peaks of the Zulun Mountains race past beneath the keel. But in the comforting warmth of Banedon's cabin, you feel no sensation of movement. Only the hum of the powerful engine indicates how rapidly you are traveling. Over a delicious meal of salt beef and spiced fruit, Banedon explains the purpose of your journey to Navsari, a city that lies over 100 miles to the south of Tahao. Our enemies are advancing across, Magdamon like a tidal wave, destroying or carrying with them all in their path, says the blonde-haired magician. Oh, man.
His voice changed again. Oh my god. It's magic.
Oh my god. Yeah, he does what he wants to do at the time. As any good magician should. Pointing to a map of the continent that adorns the cabin wall. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time reading this. Yeah. Every day a new battle is being fought, and every day we lose another town or village to the Dark Lords. Before we venture into Tatao, we must be sure that the city has not fallen to Dark Lord Nag, lest we fly straight into a trap. I have many friends in Navasari, reliable friends. Friends who are highly placed in the Senate of Anari. From then, we will learn if the city still stands, and if it does, how long we can expect it to resist the Dark Lord assault. The voice probably changed again, but whatever.
I was about to say.
Mid-morning of the following day, the lookout catches a glimpse of Navasari as the Skyrider emerges from the Yajo Pass. Banedon takes control of the helm and steers the craft towards the east quarter of the city, landing it on the spacious roof of a magnificent star-shaped building that overlooks River Cha. A group of dignitaries replaced. What the fuck?
Resplendent.
Oh, resplendent. In high-necked robes of green and yellow silk greet your arrival. There are some of the friends of whom Banedon spoke. Sadly, they recount the grim course of events that have recently befallen their country. In the far north, the town of Ressa was destroyed and its people massacred by an army of Giacs. 2 days later, a similar attack was launched by a Vasagonian army against the town of Zilla. They swept along the Anari Pass, burning and looting every village through which they rode, giving no quarter to those who dared resist them. And 3 days ago, on the western border, a fierce battle was fought at the Slavian town of Lovka for control of the bridge across the river Churdas. Shortly before midnight, the might of Dark Lord Nag horde fell upon beleaguered. Oh my god, I cannot English. My English teachers are just in shame or rolling in their grave if they're dead. I don't know.
They decided to dig their own grave to roll in it because they heard you.
That specifically me. They said, I lost thou will to live. They fought bravely, but by the dawn of the following day, all that remained of the town and its defenders were an acre of scorched earth and a cart full of charred bones. 3 enemy armies are now advancing towards Tahao. President Toltuda, head of the state, has ordered the evacuation of all women and children from the capital, and has begun strengthening the city's defenses to increase its chances of withstanding the impending siege. When Banedon tells you of your intention to go to Tahao, one of his friends offers a few words of caution. It would be unwise to attempt a landing at the capital, he warns. Heavy bolt throwers have been positioned on every rooftop, and the tower in case the city's intact from the air. The Dark Lords captured Suintina in such a fashion, and the Tahaoese have learned from their neighbors' misfortune. Skyships rarely visit Tahao, which makes it all the more likely that your craft would be mistaken for a hostile attacker. After a long deliberation, you and Banedon decide to leave the Skyrider in Navasari and journey to Tahao by horse. Norum is left in charge of the craft and crew with instructions to wait here for your return. If Tahao is besieged and he has not received word from you after 2 weeks, he is to return to Desi and report that your quest has failed. Dun, dun, dun. Early next morning, you and Banedon climb into the saddles of 2 white Anarian steeds, provided by his friends, and off your 2-day ride to Tahao. Less than an hour after leaving Navasari, you see a long line of wagons approaching. They are escorted by a troop of cavalry, and each one is crowded with women and children. If you wish to stop and question these women and children, turn to page 126. If you wish to ride past them and press on with your journey, turn to page 274.
Might as well talk to him. Just
Yeah,
what's
why
going on.
not? Usually, I mean, it's not like they're gonna start a fight or anything. I mean, you usually talking to people helps us out. Maybe one of them will give us a magic scroll or an apple or something.
Yeah, I'll take anything. So the officer in charge of the mounted escort rides forward to meet you. He wears silvered Anarian mail and a winged helmet embossed with the crest of Tahao. "Hail, Captain!" says Banedon, upon seeing his crown-shaped badge of rank. The man narrows his eyes and regards you both with suspicion. He is about to reach for his sword when a woman shouts from the leading wagon. "Banedon! Banedon! Is that you?" Your companion recognizes the woman and returns a wave. "Daughter, by the stars, I had not expected to meet you here," he says in a surprised tone. The captain relaxes his guard and motions the wagons to move on, anxious that his entourage is not delayed on the highway. Oh, this is the guard talking. "You can fall in with us, or save your reunion until we reach Navasari," he says curtly, and rides on without waiting for a reply. "Arthur is the wife of Chaban, the famous Tahao's magician. He was my mentor when I lived and studied in the city," says Banedon. If you wish Banedon to talk to this woman, 209. If you insist you both continue your journey without delay, 274. Oh, they really want us to carry on with that adventure. But I want to talk to the woman.
Yeah, let him talk to his woman, or not his woman, but his friend.
209.
All right. Banedon rides alongside the crowded wagon and talks with Lortha as the procession continues on its way to Navasari. After a few minutes' conversation, she hands him a scrap of parchment and they bid each other farewell. "They are the last of the evacuees," he says as you continue your ride north. "They expect the enemy to reach Tahao in 2 days' time. They've already seen Giak scouts, and early this morning a squadron of Kran were sighted in the western skies. She advises us to steer clear of the village called Sidra. It is rumored to have already fallen to an enemy. She also gave me these." Banedon hands you a scrap of parchment. It contains her phone number. I couldn't help it. It contains a few lines of Anarian script, an address, and a signature. "It's an invitation to stay at Shiban and Lortha's house in Tahao. It may be useful when we reach the city gate. Mark this invitation on your action chart as a special item that you keep in your pocket. If you already carry a maximum number of special items, you must discard one."
God's sake. Ugh. Let's get rid of now. Oh my god, everything I've got on me is good. Shit. Okay. I'm done. No, I can't. Gotta be wet at it.
How many quivers do we
We
got?
do have 2 quivers. One of them's got 5 arrows in it. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna make a jump cut, and when I get back, we will have magically found room in our. We have magically found room for this thing. Okay.
Editor's tricks activate!
And just like that, we have space for the invitation. There we go.
Just
Resting in
like
our pouch.
that. Time was lost. Time was deleted. Think about that. We have recorded proof of time that was now just erased from history.
Yeah.
I mean, we do this shit all the time, but do we ever stop to think about it?
Nah. Right, let's carry on with that journey. That's 274.
Okay.
For 3 hours, you ride without pause or rest along the highway on either side of the whispering grasses of the Anari Plain, stir lazily in the thin breeze of morning. The villages are few, but wherever there are trees, you are sure to find a group of huts nearby. The highway descends along a ridge towards a copse of stunted trees, where a circle of simple dwellings have been built around a well. At your approach, a bell is sounded, and several peasants appear, each holding a basket of assorted wares, which they urge you to buy. If you wish to examine the wares, 331. If you wish to continue through the village without stopping, turn to 52. We can buy shit.
Yeah, let's splurge.
Did you?
Okay. The villagers swarm around you like hungry lotus, pleading with you to buy their humble goods. Most of the baskets contain food with greasy, off-putting smell, a small earthenware flask of boza, a pale yellow wine with a bouquet like sour milk. Those villagers that are too poor to offer any goods at all simply cup their hands and beg for money. For every 1 gold crown you spend here, you can purchase 2 meals or 1 flask of boza.
What? 2 meals for 1 gold crown? That's a steal? Well, I'm gonna go for the flask.
Yeah, we don't need the meal. Do we at least have 1 meal on us? We took
We got
1
3.
meal, right? Oh, okay. Then, yeah,
We got them at the start. I can buy another flask if I want. 2 flasks? Yeah, sure, why not?
Did you already turn to page 163?
No.
Okay.
So, if you wish to give the beggars some money, so should we give the beggars the money, or carry on? Feeling charitable?
Yeah, let's be a little charitable. Why not? We just got promoted.
Okay. Deduct from your action chart however many gold crowns or loon you wish to give to the poor people. Oh, okay. If you give them 3 or more gold crowns or 12 loon, if you give them less than 3. You want to give them 3?
More than 3. I was going to give him 5, so let's give him more than 3.
All right. 5 it is.
Okay.
Down to page 28.
The wretched beggars are overjoyed at your generosity, and their grimy faces beam with delight as quickly as they share out your coin. An old crone tugs at your sleeve and points with a crooked finger towards a small wooden hut set apart from the rest. She says it is the home of their shaman, a village holy man. She offers to take you to him to receive a blessing. Yeah, I say
Hell
let's
yeah.
go. Hell yeah.
Blessing, mate. With a bony fist, she raps loudly on the door of the hut. Yo, let me in. Sorry.
Open up, old fart. I'm here. I got a new one for you.
It's how she raps.
Bless.
She raps loudly on the door of the hut. Yo, this is my friend Lone Wolf. Don't be illin'. Don't be messing with him.
I can't beatbox worth a damn.
Yeah, neither of us can. Wish us shit.
Yeah.
Inside, a croaky voice bids you enter, and she tugs at your sleeve impatiently, urging you into the foul-smelling hovel. Seated on a threadbare carpet, and surrounded by what appear to be heaps of chicken bones, is a scrawny old man, dressed completely in feathers. Okay, it's not a real bird, Jubilee. You can't eat it.
Hi, Jubes. Hey, what's up? She's just saying hi to everybody, I guess. Aww.
Say hello to Jubilee, everyone in the comments. He has a long, pointed nose and a stubbly grey beard, which grows to just below his beady, bloodshot eyes. The crone kneels and whispers in his ear before bowing and leaving the hut. As the door swings shut, the shaman scoops up a handful of bones, closes his eyes, and with a sound like a flock of startled gulls, casts them in the air. After a full minute of chanting and waving his hands, the old man opens his eyes and looks down on the bones which lie scattered on the beaten earth floor.
You have many enemies, Northlander.
He's trying to speak like a bird. He says, his hook-like fingers tracing patterns around the bones.
Powerful enemies. They plot to prevent you from walking your chosen path, for that path will lead to their destruction. There is one who will tell you that he is a friend. You must not trust this one. There is treachery in his heart.
I'm sorry, I thought you was corn.
Oh.
Yo, that dude look.
What?
That is the craziest dude I ever seen. Yo.
Yeah. I mean, would you
This dude's
really take advice from a dude wearing a bunch of leaves? Oh no, those are feathers.
This is like
I
a
thought those were
dude.
leaves at first.
This is like a dude who heard about Sun Eagle and is trying to do a cosplay. He thinks it's an actual eagle.
He's a chicken man. He's got
old
his
man.
beak. He's bony. Past his feathers. He's got the little frill up top. He's a chicken man.
The old man closes his eyes and lowers his head, as if he has fallen suddenly into a deep trance. You try to awaken him, but he does not respond, and eventually you decide to take your leave. You feel unsettled by the encounter, but when you return to Banedon, you make light of the incident and suggest that you continue without further delay. So I think we should heed him saying, there's one who will tell you he's a friend. You must not trust this one, there's treachery in his heart.
Oh, one of you will betray me.
Yeah. Okay, page 52.
As the hour of noon approaches, the rutted highway of khaki-colored earth rises gently towards the flat-topped horse near the horizon. Outside, at the entrance, is a three-legged stand erected over a fire made of Gorax's dung. A battered tin pot full of scoop. I can English. I know I can.
Do it, Karzie.
A battered tin pot full of soup hangs from the crotch of the stand, and a group of farmhands stand in line waiting for the muddy liquid to boil. The smell of the fire is off, as it has blown on ceaselessly to prevent it from going out. Close to the house is a dirt track with branches off the main highway and disappears to the west. A signpost, its wood cracked and twisted, pointed along the track. It reads, Tahoe, 95 miles. If you have the Magna Discipline and Pathmanship, go to that page. Which I'm pretty sure is the only thing that's not grayed out.
Yes, you're exactly right.
Yeah.
Immediately, you sense the signpost is pointing in the wrong direction. The How lies to the north, yet this signpost is pointing towards the River Churdas in the west. If you wish to ignore the signpost and continue along the highway, turn 318. If you wish to question the farmhands, turn to 252. Ooh. So maybe the farmhands have been bribed. Like mess up the signs or something. Trying to stop us?
Maybe. No, maybe it's like thieves or something. Or just kids with a bad prank. You know, thieves.
We can still beat the shit out of him. Messing around with
signs.
signs.
Yeah, we can.
Right,
So I say we question the farmhands. Come on, click. Like most southern Anarian peasants, these farmhands are simple folk. They have heard nothing of war in the north, and know nothing about Dark Lord armies that are poised to assault their capital. All they are able to tell you is a great many wagons carrying takas, or rich city folk, have traveled the road to Navasari in the last 10 days. They would be happy to share their humble meal of corn soup with you. It's corn scoop. But the smell of their dung fire has destroyed your appetite, and you refuse their offer politely. Banedon, who has been talking with the owner of the house, returns to his horse and nods at the signpost. It's pointed the wrong way. A few days ago, it was one of Taka's wagons. A few days ago, one of Taka's wagons ran into it, and nobody has bothered to fix it yet. That was an amalgamation of things there. With a wave, the farmhand bids you farewell as you urge your horses back onto the highway. You are now hungry and must eat a meal or you lose 3 endurance points.
Hell no, use Hunt Mastery.
Hell yeah.
5 miles along the highway, you reach another junction where a cart track bears off to the west. A whitewashed stone marker at the side of the road says, Sadara, 5 miles. If you wish to follow the cart track to Sadara, turn to 45. If you wish to stay on the highway to Tahau, turn to 145.
Now, we were told to stay away from Sadara.
So, what do you think? Should we go? Or should we stay? Should I stay or should I go?
I think we should go to Tahau.
Go to Tahau, okay.
Yeah, we've been warned about
Sensible choice.
Sidra. It's a good source, trustworthy.
Right then.
The afternoon pauses swiftly as you ride across endless miles of treeless grassland. You stumble upon no village or hamlet and spend the hours listening to Banedon's account of recent events in Summerland and the Last Lands. 3 years have passed since you were last in the land of your birth. You are hungry to hear all that has transpired since then. It is an hour past sunset and the night is drawing its black cloud around you when you see a flickering red light on the road ahead. It is the city of Chadi. A great fire roars in the hearth of Gayuk's Tavern of Chadi, inviting the traveler to stop and warm their weary bones. Weary bones. You decide to stay overnight, and as soon as you have stabled your horses, you enter the tavern and ask the prince of a room. You ask the price of a room. The tap room is surprisingly quiet. It is full of villagers and farmers, but they are a sullen crowd, content to sit in silence and brood over the glasses of Lavoka, a strong Slavian rye spirit named after the town where it was first distilled. Gayuk, the tavern owner, greets you with the nervous nod of his shiny bald head and shows you to a table. There are no bars or countries in Anarian taverns. There are no bars or counters, not countries. Oh my god.
Aye.
I failed so many times this book. Instead, the customers sit at long banqueting tables and wait for the owner and his staff to serve them. He smiles uneasily as he answers your inquiry about the room. A single room with a bed would be 12 loon each. If you have the money to pay for a room, 12 loon equals 3 gold crowns. Do so. Turn to page 34. If you don't have no, we have money. Let's just do it.
Yes.
Let's
But
sit in some comfort.
not only will Lone Wolf take rest, we'll take a rest as well because we're going to end the episode right here. It's probably going to be a bit less than an hour after editing, but I don't want to have too long of an episode recorded each time. So whenever I get to the hour mark, I just cut it off no matter what. So guys,
Okay.
thank you very much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And right now, and next time, we'll be going to bed and waking up refreshed. And hopefully we can read in a bit more timely manner. Rest our weary heads. Take care.
Goodbye.